Most men never reach their peak, not because they lack talent, not because life was unfair, but because they never understood what their peak actually required. Today that changes. There is a version of you, somewhere beyond the noise, beyond the excuses, beyond the comfort, that operates at a level most men never touch. Not because that man is rare, but because most men never decide to find him. The Stoics had a word for this: arete, excellence, virtue, the full expression of what a human being is capable of, not as a destination, but as a daily practice. Musashi wrote in the Book of Five Rings, "Today is victory over yourself of yesterday, not over your enemy, not over your competition, over who you were yesterday. That is where your peak lives, in the gap between who you were and who you are becoming." But there are 5 secrets, 5 principles, that separate the men who close that gap from the men who spend their entire lives standing in front of it. By the end of this video, you will know all 5. The first secret will make you uncomfortable. Good. Comfort is not your friend. Comfort is your captor. Marcus Aurelius wrote it in his Meditations with brutal simplicity. Confine yourself to the present, not the present of distraction, not the present of convenience, the present of what must be done right now, today. The comfortable version of you always has a plan for tomorrow, always tomorrow. But your peak does not live in tomorrow, it lives in the decision you make in the next 5 minutes. Here is the truth most men refuse to accept. Every time you choose comfort over effort, you are not resting. You are contracting, shrinking, becoming less than you were the day before. The Zen monks called it Shoshin, beginner's mind. Every morning you wake up, you are a beginner. Every morning you must re-earn your excellence. Your comfort zone is not a place of safety. It is a place of slow death. The first secret to reaching your peak is this: make the uncomfortable choice every single day. Not the dramatic choice, the small one, the one you have been avoiding all week. That is where your peak begins. Most men will hear that, nod their head and go back to exactly what they were doing. Don't be that man. Your attention is the most valuable thing you own. Not your time, not your money, your attention. Because wherever your attention goes, your reality follows. Miyamoto Musashi spent years in voluntary isolation, not because he was broken, but because he understood something most men never grasp. A divided mind is a defeated mind. In his final years, Musashi wrote the Dokudo, The Path of Aloneness, 21 precepts for a life of focused mastery. Precept number 1, accept everything just as it is, not passively, stoically. A mind that constantly fights reality has no energy left for growth. A mind at peace with what is becomes ferocious about what could be. Here is what mastering your attention actually looks like in practice. You stop giving your mornings to your phone. You stop giving your evenings to things that drain you. You start protecting your mental space like it is sacred ground. Because it is. Your peak self does not live in distraction. He lives in depth, in focus, in the ability to go long and hard on one thing at a time without flinching. The second secret: guard your attention like a samurai guards his life, because it is his life. This is where most men stop watching. That is fine. This message is not for most men. The Stoics practice something called premeditatio malorum, the premeditatio of hardship, deliberately choosing discomfort before life forces it upon you. This was not pessimism, this was preparation. Seneca wrote, "Let us prepare our minds as if we had come to the very end of life. Let us postpone nothing." He was not telling you to fear death, he was telling you to live as if each day demanded your best. When you choose the cold shower, the difficult conversation, the hard training, you are not punishing yourself. You are training yourself. You are telling every part of your nervous system, I am not afraid of difficulty. Difficulty is where I grow, because here is what the comfortable man never learns. Your capacity expands only under pressure, not slowly, not with rest and reflection alone, under pressure. The iron does not become a blade through comfort, it becomes a blade through fire. You are the iron, the hardship is the fire, your peak is the blade. The third secret, choose difficulty on purpose. Every week, every month, deliberately step into something that challenges you. Before life forces your hand, pause right now. Feel that resistance in your chest. That resistance is the exact distance between who you are and who you are capable of becoming. Stay with it. We live in an age of noise, opinions, arguments, notifications, everyone performing strength, almost no one actually practicing it. Musashi was known for arriving late to his duels. His opponents would be furious, restless, destabilized. That was not disrespect, that was strategy. Silence is not weakness. Silence is the sharpest weapon in your arsenal. The Zen tradition calls it mu, emptiness, not the emptiness of having nothing, the emptiness of being fully present with no interference, no noise between you and the decision that needs to be made. Your peak self does not need to announce himself. He does not need validation. He does not need noise. He needs silence. Because in the silence is where you finally hear what your mind actually needs, not what it wants, what it needs. The goals you have been avoiding, the habits you know you should build, the decisions you keep pushing into next week. Silence forces that conversation. Most men are terrified of it. The fourth secret, reclaim your silence. Every single day, even 10 minutes, sit with no phone, no input, no distraction. Let your mind settle. Let your real self speak. What you hear in that silence will change you. Here is the hardest truth in this entire video. Your peak is not a moment. It is not a breakthrough. It is not the day everything changes. It is not the morning you wake up and everything is different. Your peak is a direction, a lifelong war waged daily against everything inside you that wants to stay small. Marcus Aurelius ruled the most powerful empire on earth, and he still woke up every morning to write reminders to himself. To stay focused, to stay virtuous, to not be seduced by comfort or power. He was emperor of Rome, and he still had to fight himself every single morning. What does that tell you? The war never ends. The great men were not great because they won once. They were great because they never stopped fighting. The Bushido code of the samurai contains a concept, kaizen, continuous improvement, not dramatic transformation, not one massive leap, 1% better every single day. Over 1 year, that is 37 times better than you are right now. That is not motivation. That is mathematics. The fifth secret, stop looking for the turning point. Start choosing the direction. Every day, make one decision that your future self will respect. One decision. Every day. That is the long war. That is how you reach your peak. Let's bring this together. 5 secrets, 5 principles, 5 decisions that separate the man you are from the man you are capable of becoming. 1. Kill the comfortable self. Choose the hard thing daily. 2. Master your attention. Guard it like your life depends on it, because it does. 3. Embrace voluntary hardship. Be the iron that seeks the fire. 4. Reclaim your silence. Let your real self speak. 5. Commit to the long war. One decision every day that your future self will respect. This is not motivation. This is a system. The Stoics lived it. Musashi breathed it. Marcus Aurelius wrote it every morning before the world woke up. Now you have it. The question is simple. What are you going to do with it? Most men will watch this video, feel something real for a moment, and then let it fade back into noise. Don't be most men. Pick one of these 5 secrets, just one, and act on it today, not tomorrow, not after the next video, Today, if something in these words hit you where it needed to, leave it in the comments. Tell me which secret you are starting with. I read every single one. And if you are serious about mastering yourself, subscribe, because every video on this channel is another step forward, another weapon, another piece of the man you are building. The version of you that you know you are capable of becoming is waiting. Stop making him wait.